that. Let's see here. Where is it? Facebook here. Oh, I'm alive. Oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, this is J Randy here. Good morning to you guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning, my good people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is a very nice day out here today. Yes, nice day. Good sunshine. As you can see in the roof of the car, the weather is sky blue. Very good sunshine, no rain. So I'm on the road. I'm not parked. So I'm having a good time here. So ladies and gentlemen, good morning to every one of you guys. If you just joining me, please share the video. Please share the video. Please share the video. This is J Randy here. Yes, this is J Randy, the man who is looking out for a better Liberia. Yes. So let me just post what my discussion going to be about this morning. All right. So it says that if Mr. Cummings doesn't remove Louis Brown and Daniel Chia off, all right, gotta get it off there. All right, gotta get it off there. Let me just put a second F there to it. Of things Cummings, then I will. Yes. So let's post that over there. So there you go. Let me pin the message here for you guys just so you guys can read it this morning. If Mr. Cummings doesn't remove Daniel Chia and Louis Brown off things Cummings, then what left with me? Mr. Cummings, I really believe that he can be a good leader, but there are things that we must make Mr. Cummings to understand. I don't know about some of you guys, but those guys who did bad to us during the war, who decided to make a choice against the right things, I don't care how long it takes. Those guys and myself cannot work together. I'm telling you guys now. Those guys and myself cannot work together. Louis Brown supported Charles Taylor. I did not support Charles Taylor. Louis Brown worked in the Ellen government. I did not support Ellen. Because those guys were dangerous people. And then today, you got Daniel Chia, who is all over the internet that people have seen, supported Charles Taylor as defense minister. And then you want me to support Mr. Daniel Chia? You guys got to be on your mind. If Mr. Cummings doesn't get rid of those two guys from Things Cummings, in the next coming days, I'm telling you guys, it will be a different ball game. So please read what I just posted here. Many of you guys are keen on the refugee program in the country here. You didn't run away from Daniel Chia. Many of you guys are keen here. You didn't run away from Daniel Chia. Many of you guys are keen on the refugee program today. You did not run away from Daniel Chia. The man is a rebel. He supported a rebel government. I don't care what you say to justify things. Daniel Chia and myself cannot be in the same organization. No. No way. No way. No way. No way. The kind of position that man held for Charles Taylor, I'm not going to say that with the man. No way. Mr. Cummings, I know the people around you are telling you not to listen to me. But guess what? You took my Things Cummings and you created a group. I ain't got no problem with that. I do not have no problem with that. Yes, I don't have no problem with that. But when Mr. Cummings decided to go back to the former rebel guys, them, Louis Brown is well known for supporting Charles Taylor. Daniel Chia is well known for supporting Charles Taylor. And if you, Mr. Cummings, think you're going to bring the guy in the government, I mean in the party, eventually when Mr. Cummings become president, the very guy he named me today, you were put in the government. And those guys then took advantage of people. We cannot keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results. So I'm calling on all sincere ANC members, I want you to ask yourself the honest question. If these guys who Mr. Cummings just appointed, Daniel Chie and Louis Brown, these guys that supported a regime that the leader of that regime is locked up today, do you think the people of Sierra Leone will be glad to say Daniel Chie should be defense minister? No. Do you think the people of Sierra Leone will say they are happy for Louis Brown to be minister? No. Because the Sierra Leone people know better. They know better. So I'm saying this today. If you are a sedition, if you are an ANC member and you are a true Liberian, please join me. Let's call Mr. Cummings to take the men and knee off that list. Take Daniel Chie knee off that things coming list. Take Mr. Louis Brown off that list. If Mr. Cummings does not remove the person from that list, I am not going to support Mr. Cummings. No. No. I am not going to support Mr. Cummings. Then let me just go support Joe Weah now. Yeah. Because I can't go to Boka. I cannot go to Boka. There's no way that I will support Boka to defeat Joe Weah. I can't do that. I cannot do that. Because Boka, I campaign against Boka to get Joe Weah elected. And I cannot go back to see a man who I once said is not fit to be better in our country. That one is with the United Party people. My job of getting Weah connected to the people is true. But Boka, I will not campaign for Boka. Whoever want to campaign for Boka, that's fine. But I defeated Boka and had Joe Weah elected. But Mr. Cummings, to bring out the Daniel Chie back in the government, that's not, in a party, no. That means that if Mr. Cummings become president, Daniel Chie is going to be in that government. And you know what Daniel Chie did? I don't want to be part of that other government there. No. I cannot support a man who bring somebody that harm us back in the days. I cannot do that. I cannot do that under no circumstances. I cannot do that. Yes. I cannot support Daniel Chie. Daniel Chie went and ran in his own country 2 times for senatorial position. They turned him down. They turned him down because the man is not a good man. The people of Grand Bassa County turned him down. He wanted to be senator. They turned him down. He supported Boka. Boka got defeated. That's the man Mr. Cummings bringing not only to the organization, but when the man to be the face of the party. What? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What are the ANC people there? ANC Global. Where are you guys? Maybe some of you guys were not in LeBron when I walk in. That's why you don't understand what I'm talking. Most of the ANC Global people, you don't understand. If Mr. Cummings does not remove Louis Brown and Daniel Chie from that list, all right? And he does not remove Daniel Chie and Louis Brown from that list, you can forget it. I'm not going to support Mr. Cummings. No. We got to keep moving forward and not doing the same thing over and over. You need to let Mr. Cummings know that. Let Mr. Cummings hear it. And I'm making an announcement here today. If Mr. Cummings does not remove those people, get rid of the people. Many of you guys here, watching me here, didn't you guys jump on the OO card and went to refugee camp? When Daniel Chie was supporting the wrong thing? Daniel Chie, Mr. Louis Brown, they are Liberian, are accepted. But they made a decision that affected many people today and killed people today. I cannot and will not campaign for Mr. Cummings and he does not remove Daniel Chie and Louis Brown for that. Those guys are former rebels that people are forgiving. Like people can forgive, but they will not give you an opportunity to do something else again. Mr. Cummings does not know these guys, but there are people around Mr. Cummings that bringing them into play. Look at someone like what do you call it? Duncan Cassette. Duncan Cassette, that somebody, Mr. Cummings to go appoint Duncan Cassette. Come on, man, Mr. Cummings, man. You know better than that, man, Mr. Cummings. All right? Pinky Donkey Cassette who work in any government and abuse a lot of children from the bad policies she had. The woman was the first minister of gender, if I'm not mistaken. She went in there and did nothing for the people of Liberia. Let me tell you, all those people that come in near me, they are going to be part of his government when he becomes president. And I am not going to sit over there for Mr. Cummings to go put those people there in chair. No. All right? I'm not going to take that. So if you're an ANC member, listen to me here today, CPP member, I am not going to support those people who they harm to our people in our country. No. Never, ever. No. If Mr. Cummings does not remove those people from that list, if he doesn't remove those people from that list, I don't give a damn. All right? I don't give a damn. I will not support Mr. Cummings. Just sit down in the prayer and then want to condemn George Weah and Mr. Cummings bringing men that Tana Nathan back here. No. I cannot go against what I believe are the right thing. If Mr. Cummings does not remove the guy off that list, I mean, he can keep him in the party, but they cannot be the face of that party. To say there are things coming there, things coming there. What kind of team is that? Come on, man, Cummings. But why they destroy that country in the party, you got to bring it in the face of the party? What change is that? What is the change? Let somebody tell me what is the freaking change that Mr. Cummings bringing over there. There are people who now start lying and misleading that man to bring men that are not the time. You didn't see the man military picture I posted a few times? Alright? You don't see the man military picture over there? A Cummings was in Kogro today. And I have posted that picture with Cummings. A Cummings was in Kogro, you think he ever care Daniel Chair in any kind of stakeholder meeting? He cannot do that. So if Mr. Cummings does not take Daniel Chair, does not remove Louis Brown off that list, I am not going to support Mr. Cummings. I want a change. I want a change. There are new faces in our place. Liberians here can go back home and convince their fellow Liberians to vote for Mr. Cummings. He doesn't have to bring the old faces back in his government. He doesn't have to do that. Mr. Cummings does not have to do that. Those people hide people. They hide innocent people. They hide innocent people. When Liberians start to tell their story about what Louis Brown did, about what Daniel Chair did, chill bone will come on your spine. Those guys hide people, my friend. They hide people. They hide people. They work for a regime. You like it, you don't like it, that's your goddamn business. I ain't give a damn how you feel about how I express myself. You know today, while we in the country here today, Daniel Chair contributed to some of us. That war that Daniel Chair supported over there, my brother died in Ghana. The men were in Liberia over there when the first war stopped. They all went. The next thing you go to, World War I, World War II, Daniel Chair decided to wage war, and many people died, including my family member. When these people decide not to do it, I mean not to do anything, but to go and do it, we must make the Liberian people to understand that what they did was wrong. It was wrong. Why you think George Bush left from here? George Bush left from here and got rid of Taylor. And who was the defense minister for Taylor? Daniel Chair. Where was Louis Brown with Charles Taylor? And the very America we're saying that here today. Isn't that the same America that went and got rid of Charles Taylor? Do you think if America had not gotten rid of Charles Taylor, what we're going to be today? And the very people then that were with Charles Taylor that never resigned. Did you see Louis Brown resigning? No. Did you see Daniel Chair resigning? No. They stuck with Taylor until George W. Bush got rid of Taylor before they left. That means they were not going to change. Nothing was going to change their mind. These guys are bad people. They hurt people in the process. And I will not sit down here and go campaign for somebody who harm my people, who called my brother to die for me to go support them. I cannot do that. Maybe some of you guys ain't got no family in Liberia during the war time. Let me tell you now. Maybe some of you got my father died because of that damn LPC war. My little brother was killed because of that MPF. Then my older brother that I lost so dearly, when the rebel war started over, the people were begging Chancellor to stop that war. They never stopped that war. My brother left and died in refugee camp. All right? He died over there. Then I Daniel cheer them. I can't go be clapping for. Some of you guys have lost your mind. Some of you guys have lost your mind. The power greed, you agree to that. Some of you guys have lost your mind. And if you think some of you are going to support Mr. Cummings because of that crap, you're wasting your time. You guys are wasting your time. If you listen to me right now, I will not support Mr. Cummings. I will not campaign for Mr. Cummings. And that's my decision. But what I will say and what I will do, I will let the Liberian people know who these guys are. They hate people. They hate people. In America, you have people that hate people. We don't appreciate them. All right? Those guys hate people. They hate people. They hate people. So I will not support Mr. Cummings or giving credence to Daniel Chie and Mr. Louis Brown. I will not do that. I will not do that. Y'all can hate me, y'all can let me. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. We must set things right. All right? We must set things right. People live to tell story. We all saw what God did in our country. You saw it. You saw it. And guys, you gotta be honest to yourself. You saw it. You saw it. You saw it. Those guys must be removed. They must be taken off that list. They must be taken off that list. If Mr. Cummings does not remove the guy off that list, Mr. Cummings not coming for no change. He's not coming for a change. He's not. He's not. He's not coming for a change. These guys that hate people, and they go, you go tell them, go make them the face of the party. What kind of nonsense thing is that? What kind of nonsense thing is that? You see the man got whole arm around, whole arm, you know the rubber that was standing behind that man, you know the rubber that deal with people? That not cheer, they harm people, they hurt people. The man own country he ran, and you go add that cheer. The man read 2 times in his own country to be senator. 2 times in his own country to be senator. 2 times in his own country to be senator. 2 times he ran in Grand Bassa County and he got flopped. You think the Bassa boy stupid? The Bassa boy not stupid. All right? Who are you? Who care for you? I don't give a damn who care for me or Jemima. I don't give a damn. I'm speaking for myself. I don't give a damn. All right? All right, Jemima, I don't give a damn about what you say. Who cares? You say American war, but the American man will not take a black person that did anything wrong and get in position. All right? Who care? Who care? You're using the point where you don't even understand what the ramification and what the implication are. Who care? Who cares? Who cares? Cummings doesn't care. All right? Cummings doesn't care about the people that suffer in our country. You see, the way somebody that you're talking now, it just goes to show that it is true that when you don't experience something, you will not understand it. So that who cares thing that's why you're saying to Mr. Cummings. Because Mr. Cummings was not in Liberia to experience the war. That's why you say who cares. Yes. So say ahead. Go ahead and say, these are the people who are telling Mr. Cummings you can bring anybody. Somebody who killed the Liberian people, bring them in government. But who cares? We will let the Liberian people know. We will let the Liberian people know that Mr. Cummings does not care about what other Liberians are seeing. Those are who experience the war, who suffer in that war. Mr. Cummings was not down there, right? He was not in our country. That's why you don't care. That's why you don't care. That's why you don't care. The slavery that took place in the country here were African Americans who lived through the slavery and telling you how they were lynched, all right? How they were lynched. How little children were killed. And then you will come and say, but who care? Who care? You know the kind of feeling that will be coming out of the African American that went through slavery. People who were in that country that suffer and saw how they robbed them to murder them. Who cares? That just goes to show that some of you guys did not experience that war. Some of you guys were in America, you're living good life. Y'all didn't care. Y'all did not care. Y'all did not care. Instead of when somebody telling you something for you to go and find out and say, you know what that man saying, let me go find out who the Danachi man is. General Robert Lee, who supported the Confederate army against the UN army. Why you think people were trying to take down the monument? Because after many years, they realized that those people harm people in America yet. And many Americans agree to take their statue down. You don't even know who Daniel Chia is. Because some of you guys, they're not living in our country. You didn't live in our country. You never experienced the war. You never experienced the war. If some of you guys were in our country that where you're trapped in some places, you can't move. And all you can do is to just imagine that you can disappear and go somewhere else. And you guys say, well, who cares there? You guys the one that food incoming today. And we'll let the Liberian people know. We will let the Liberian people know. That's why you just keep all kind of people come in here, take the other one here. I will not be surprised if Commissioner bring the other one they call Daniel Yetim. Now your president. Daniel Yetim is another guy who killed 2 deputy ministers during Taylor time. 2 deputy ministers. He killed them. When they asked Daniel Chia said he didn't give a damn. The man left the country. They asked Daniel Chia, are you bringing a member? Daniel Chia said, I'm bringing a member. The man, it's up to the man to do whatever you want to do. Those 2 widows, they cry today. They cry behind Daniel Chia. Y'all go ask Daniel Chia that question. And y'all call yourself women around here, Jemama, any woman. Go ask those 2 widows there. Go ask Daniel Chia. Some of you just take politics, you don't reason with the politics of the magnitude of the politics potential here. Those people hype people. They hype people. Oh, I guess because it's not in your shoe now, so you don't care, right? It's not in your shoe. I got it. Because me you are a flyer, your king, your parent, and brother here, your brother children here, so you don't get time for Liberia. But it has to go become president and then you're willing to bring rebel there who harm our people that did not get the opportunity that some of you got to come here, so you don't care. Who cares about your feeling? My feeling is to tell the Liberian people who Daniel Chia is. Because you don't care. Because he did nothing to you. You are in the country living your life. So you didn't care when people were dying in Liberia? Yes, Jemama, you didn't care. You did not care. I bet you right now, Jemama, you never experienced that war in Liberia, so you don't give a damn about the Liberian people. That's why you will put anything down their throat so they can swallow it. But we will tell them, if Cummings doesn't take those guys out of that list, I am done with Cummings. You cannot take a former rebel people that harm people in our country. Why you think everybody ran away from our country during the wartime? Why you think people ran away from our country during the wartime? You think Daniel Chia and the put them over there? If Cummings does not move up on that list, I am not. If you are in the country here, you say you disagree with me. Well, let's tell the KKK in America here and get the KKK in power. Let's get the KKK people power in the town. Ask about that for a comparison. Let us take the KKK then in the town. All the strong members of the KKK party, let us take them now and give them position. Let them be in the police. Let them be judges. Let the KKK strong member them give them power in the country here. And let's see how you appreciate it. That's the comparison that I want to bring close to whom. That's the comparison I want to bring close to whom. Bring them. And let's see what they can do for you. Don't bring them. You got people who kill people in that place over there. Authorize people to kill people, beat on people. And you want to say, oh, because of leadership business. That one, let it stay. I would rather go beyond, let John Weah be there for next year. Let John Weah be there for the next year. Even John Weah himself, when John Weah won, they need Daniel Chia was mentor of John Weah. John Weah said, I beg you, yeah. I beg you. That man over there, I cannot put that man in any government. And John Weah was right about that. John Weah was right about that. Anybody who come before me and tell me, some of you guys did not experience that war. Some of you guys, your parents told you from in that place, you left from over there, way back. But I will tell you the truth. The people, high people in our country, There are many Liberians over there. You're like, yeah, your second go to Liberia right now. You know why you're afraid to go to Liberia? Because you don't get a love for Mr. Cummings. Every one of you that in the time, you truly believe that Liberia must change. You pack your load and go there. So you can go hear what the people go through. So you can go see what the people are going through. If you never been to Liberia, since 1980. If you never been to Liberia since 1980. If you never been to Liberia all the years, if you never experienced the war, go back to that country and go hear stories. Go back to that country and go hear stories. People will soon start coming up right now and start talking about Daniel Chie, what he did. The same thing we say that George Weah did not bring people that he vetted properly. Who vetted Daniel Chie to put him on committee? Who vetted Daniel Chie to put him on committee? You think guys like me will know Daniel Chie coming and not tell Mr. Cummings don't put that man over there? Mr. Cummings has ruined the optics of what he stands for. We cannot keep doing the same thing over and over. There's nothing wrong with Daniel Chie joining the party, but don't make the man the face of the party. Put the man in the back. Put the man in the back. But Mr. Cummings get a man who can't go call that kind of rubber knee. Go call BBC right now and say, who is Daniel Chie? The fighting the hotel is a former chancellor, different minister that harm people in our country. That the man you want can't support you today. Something got to be wrong with you. Something got to be wrong. The difference between you guys and me, I saw things that look out in our country that harm people. I saw it. If you didn't see it, well, that's up to you. Don't go ahead. But I will not campaign for Mr. Cummings and he get people in his midst. Those people that harm people, even people closer to us, some of our loved ones, they got killed because of Daniel Chie, the choice they made. Then I'm can say that here and can say, oh, that no. Mr. Cummings need to understand that there were Liberians and there are Liberians that got hurt by those guys. They got hurt by those guys. And he don't need to bring them to be leader of anything. How can you bring bad people and go make them leader of an organization? What message is he sending? What message is he sending to the people? What message? Some of you guys are here, even though if you never went to Liberia, fine. They can make you the face of that organization. I will have no issue with that. All right? For Pinky Donkey Cassette, I don't have too much concern with Pinky Donkey Cassette. It's just that she is incompetent, that's all. Because Eddie gave her that opportunity there to be the minister of gender. She didn't perform well. But someone like someone like Daniel Chie. Daniel Chie, that human being. Look at the man picture I put next to Cummings down there. Let Cummings take that picture and go carry to a board meeting. Let Cummings take that picture and carry to a board meeting and go show it to a friend. Since in Liberia, I want to become president, these are the people I associated with. Oh, who the guy? Yeah, you know the guy was part of a government that dropped put all the office. Oh, for real? Yeah. Oh, okay. So why do you get with the guy? Oh, you know what? I want power. See how the white people look at Cummings. See how the white people look at Cummings. You see how people character can get damaged so quickly? That how people character can spoil. Cummings need to carry those guys. Take those guys on that list. If Cummings don't take that many on that list, I will support George Weah. Yes, I will support George Weah because it's better to be with the devil you know than the angel you are not seen before. Yes, I'm not going back to Joe. I'm not going to support Joe Boyka. Joe Boyka not fit to do anything, in my own opinion. Cummings said we can't give you a sitting over there, bring it in there. The things that will make George Weah laugh. The things that will make George Weah laugh. It's making Liberians laughing today. People are saying, but what kind of man is so? Cummings is new to the system. Cummings need to understand people who are radical in thinking and understand the history of our country. Those are the people Cummings need to talk to. Yes. Those are the people Cummings need to talk to. People who got hurt in the war. Do you know why? I was just buffering right now, guys. But let me say this to you guys. F.W. de Klerk of South Africa. The way they got mal handle the indigenous South African. when Nelson Mandela took office, they all went for the reconciliation, right? Did you see any top official from the apartheid days even brave enough to go serve in a South African democratic government? No. Because they knew what they did to the people in the past, it was not going to be tolerated. Today, Sierra Leone is not giving any opportunity to anybody who supported the rebel war. That is constitutionally settled in Sierra Leone. They may say all kind of things about their president, but those who participated in the war in Sierra Leone, you cannot hear them talking about anything in regards to getting into government or into politics in our country, because they have been banned from doing those things. We cannot sit here and allow Mr. Cummings to be fooled by other people who are greedy for power. All right? Where is my sister Yasin here? That always talk about, Prince Daniel need to go to War Grand Co. Daniel Nathan need to, Daniel cheers himself too. There's some bad things there. So how can you talk about one person and talk about another person here? All right? That's not right. That is not right. Daniel cheer that human being. Louis Brown that human being. If Mr. Cummings doesn't remove those people from that place, I am not going to support Mr. Cummings. I will not campaign for Mr. Cummings. He needs to remove those people off that list. He needs to remove the people off that list. Those people are dangerous elements. Let nobody call me. Who calling me? I want nobody who can call me. Nobody can call me. I'm broadcasting right now. Nobody should call me here right now. Nobody should call me here right now. I'm not going to take no call from nobody. Nobody. Before you made your decision, you can reach out to people then. Let me tell you guys one thing. We were the young people during the Samuel Kanyado era. All right? I was in the 12th grade when our war entered Liberia. It destroyed our future. We had to go in the interior to hide ourselves because we never had the opportunity to come back, to come to this country or other country. And in that process, I lost my father. I lost my brother. It's still hurting me today. We came back, we put pieces together. Taylor King of Moravia brought Daniel Chia, and they start another war again. My own older brother, he left from that country and never came back because he died. And many other people left in that country. You saw the World War I, World War II, where the people spread the body in front of the embassy. Because Daniel Chia did not care. They did not care. And that the people that tell them, that people that come in can bring them, can put them in the face of the party. Are you kidding me? Are you really kidding me? No. 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 The people of Grand Bassa County were very smart. Daniel Chia is a son of that county. He ran for a senatorial position twice. Daniel Chia was denied by the Bassa people. They said they don't want him because of what he did. There are some counties that are very level-headed in what they do, and you can see it through their action. If the people of Grand Bassa County can say no to Daniel Chia, what impact is he going to have on Mr. Cummings' team to convince anybody in Grand Bassa County? Did you guys analyze that? That may not bring in nothing to the table. In fact, he's going to scare people about Mr. Cummings now. If Mr. Cummings knows what I know, he better take a hand from behind those people. I'm telling you now. Some of you guys did not see that war. Some of you guys did not experience that war. Y'all see that man picture over there? Y'all see that man picture that put net to come over there? It's to tell you who that man is. It's to tell you who that man is. It's to tell you who that man. If Mr. Cummings does not delist those guys from on that team Cummings, I am done with Mr. Cummings. I did the same thing to George Weah. George Weah ain't put the right thing in place. I am done with George Weah. If Mr. Cummings doesn't put the right thing in place, I am done with Mr. Cummings. You cannot bring those guys that harm people, man. Come on, man. Louis Brown defended Chancellor of bad behavior on the people. Daniel Chia hurt people in our country. And because the war over now, your team will just go bring them down? No. We cannot and should not and will not accept that kind of crap. All right? That kind of crap. All those who defending Mr. Cummings' decision to keep your people over there, you are heartless. You are heartless. That means you. Yeah, so guys, I was buffering. So I'm in a dead zone. What they call dead zone. Yeah, I was in a dead zone. So you'll come back. When you're going through, you get through a dead zone, you cannot see. So I was in a dead zone, so you couldn't see me. But again, let me say this. If Mr. Cummings really mean business, he need to listen to people out here. Mr. Cummings perhaps doesn't know who the guys are, but we know who the guys are. If they are back in the society, we know that they are back in the society. But we cannot and will not and should not allow these guys to be the face of that government or that party. Because I'm telling you, Mr. Cummings doesn't know the guy very well. There are people around Mr. Cummings that are causing Mr. Cummings to make the bad decision. Everyone you ask right now who know the history of these guys, they will tell you that Mr. Cummings is making a serious mistake. That he is making a serious mistake. All right? Mr. Cummings is making a serious mistake. Bringing those former rebel guys in our government is very, very bad. I mean, in our party, it's very, very bad. Mr. Cummings is making a very, very wrong decision right now. His decision is wrong. You can come here and try to justify anything you want to justify. What I can tell you here is Daniel Chie and Louis Brown work for a rebel government, a government that the United States of America did not appreciate. That's something that you cannot dispute. That's something that you cannot say that's not true. They work for Charles Taylor, and Charles Taylor is in jail today because he harmed people. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf was there for 12 years. They know what she did, they never bother her. Charles Taylor is in jail today because he harmed people. And if you sit down here and think, oh, I will say this, it's up to you. I'm just saying, for me, I'm not going to support Mr. Cummings when he get rebel in his circle. No. Especially in the forefront. No. Rubbing arm with them. No. That is not a change. That is not a change. That is not a change. Alright? That's now a change. There's nothing wrong with the guy coming to join the party. But let them go in the back. You see the car I'm driving? I'm in the front seat of this car. Most especially in the driver's seat. I see everything and people see me. People who in the back cannot easily be seen quickly as compared to the man who is driving the car. And that's what Mr. Cummings is doing with the former rebel associate. These guys were in the forefront. People knew them. They supported and defended a government that destroyed things in our country. And their leader is in jail today. And then Mr. Cummings trying to bring them and put them in the driving seat of the party. Why? Why? Where is the fairness to those that they harm? Where is the fairness to what Mr. Cummings always say, we can keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results? Do you think guys like Louis Brown, Daniel Chie going to listen to Mr. Cummings when they get anywhere they think they're going to get? You think the guy going to listen? Old behavior is just in the subconscious of people. Until they get something, that behavior will remain there. I don't trust those guys. I don't want those guys to be in any circle where I am. It's up to you to take it or leave it. Just how the Americans can say we can't do no business with terrorists. I cannot do any business with former warlord who hurt our people. I don't give a damn whether Ellen did it before. Ellen did not say we can't keep doing the city over and over and expect different results. Mr. Cummings came and said we cannot keep doing the same thing over and over and expect different results. He said it, and he was right. When he said we cannot keep doing the same thing over and over, we cannot bring former rebel that work in any government. We cannot bring former thief that work in any government. We should not allow it to come to Mr. Cummings government because it's doing the same thing over and over and there will be no different result. No. No, no, no. Put them in the bag. Put them in the bag. I'm saying my own to if Mr. Cummings doesn't remove those guys from now to the end of next week, it on your own. It means that Mr. Cummings has decided not to listen to Librarian out here. He's going to be listening to people around him. Well, then he will not be expecting different results. Because leaders in the past have listened to people around them and they never listen to Librarian people yet. Y'all know that Mr. Chie served as... Y'all know it. There's none of you guys here who will not tell me, say, y'all didn't know that Mr. Cummings, Mr. Chie served in rebel government of Charles Taylor. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. So whatever you want to justify, I ain't got nothing to say to you. I am just telling you that for me, and I want you to listen to me, for me, I cannot support anyone who harm our people in the circle of Mr. Cummings. I cannot support Mr. Cummings. Whatever Mr. Cummings decides to do, those that want to stay around him, it's all right with him. For me, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I still remember what they did in our country. And I'm not going to forget. They can be in our country as second citizen. They can be in our country. But for me, I'm not going to support them. Whatever you decide to do is up to you. But for me, I am speaking for myself. I am not going to support Mr. Cummings when he brings rebel in his government. I am not going to do that. I'm speaking for moi. Frenchmen would say, I'm speaking for myself. It's me, myself, and I. Disagree with me all you want. I am speaking for myself. I cannot support anyone who harm our people in our country. If they can't to be member of the party, they can be outside there, just be regular member. But to take former warlord there and go make them BB people in that place, think about the people who raid hell with our people in the country here. They were not elected by the people because they can be elected by the people from the state here to be senator or representative. That's fine. They live here among themselves. But for a leader to go and handpick those people and bring them, and not only bringing them, but make them the face of the party, I'm sorry, guys. That I'm speaking for myself. I'm guided by principles. I cannot do that. If somebody did bad thing to you, myself here, I will stand with you. As long as it is proven that that person did bad thing to you, I will stand with you. And I will say no to that person. I will say no to that person. I will say no to that person. We want a better Liberia. We want a better Liberia. And in order for us to achieve a better Liberia, we should say no. People got choices. There were many other Liberians in that town that decided not to join Charles Taylor. They remain quiet in that place. And they're still there. There are good people in our society today that Mr. Cummings can look for. Recruit people in your community. Recruit people from your other people's community. And make them the face. Look for influential people. You don't know for people who got bad character. Daniel Chie and feel that they had the power of the guns so they could control anybody. Very, very bad decision Mr. Cummings made over there. If Mr. Cummings does not remove those guys, I am done supporting Mr. Cummings. I am done. I am done. I am done supporting Mr. Cummings. You can go there. The day you go to Liberia, when you see some of the people there, that they put their harm to, you come to yourself. You go there and go see. Some of you guys, you're living comfortable here. You're left so comfortable here. So you don't know what people went through in that place. Some of you guys are so comfortable here. You didn't experience the war. All right? If you have experienced it, you're finna forgetting it now because you're in a very good place now. That you don't see the war anymore. So I feel yeah, and I'm reaching my next working place here. I feel yeah. You can go somewhere else. But for me, I will not support Mr. Cummings if he doesn't remove Louis Brown, Daniel Chia, if he doesn't remove the two from off that place, then it's up to Mr. Cummings. Mr. Cummings is not going to bring any change to that country. These people that harm people, those are the people Mr. Cummings want to bring? No, folks. No. So, y'all, thank you guys so much. I see you guys there. I got to go to my late thing. In the country here, they told us, people who harm other people, they can be given second chance in this society here, but not in a leadership role. Not in a leadership role. America will give you second chance, but not in a leadership role. Mr. Cummings is giving a second chance, but he also elevating those guys who harm our people into a leadership role. That means that if Mr. Cummings becomes president tomorrow, Daniel Chia will be in the government. Louis Brown will be in the government. That is the agreement they got. But these people harm and hurt our people. Then we should go pay them back with the harm they did? No, not for me. Not on the dead Liberians who died. Your friends then are dying because of those guys' refusal. And then you're going to give them glory. You are not doing justice to the people that die in that country innocently. You are not doing justice to them. And then you are not being fair if you left that country to seek greener pastures, opportunity, because of what Daniel Chia, Louis Brown, and supported Honor Taylor. You see Samuel Kanye do what he did to the people in 1980. He got paid for it in 1990. The same people who harm people during Taylor time, while they are still alive, we cannot give them an opportunity that they deny other people of. And in the process, people die. That is my position. If Mr. Cummings said we cannot keep doing the same thing over and over, but Mr. Cummings is bringing the same people that harm other people, that is not what he means by we can't keep doing the same thing over and over. No hard feelings here. I'm only expressing my freedom of speech that is supported by, that support the 4 pillars of democracy. It's me. It is my position. Don't take your personal feeling against me. It is my choice. It is my will. I'm speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for you. You can support him. Just how they decide to support Taylor and harm other people. You can support Mr. Cummings and do what you want to do. But for me, I am looking for a better Liberia. As the population in the country continue to increase, I can still find people with good intention, people with good heart. I don't have to bend over to get a former warlord to make myself popular in our country. No, we must stand for principle that we guard ourselves against. So that's it. Until then, I see you guys. The message to Mr. Cummings, he has to remove those guys of that things Cummings and bring in fresh and new faces. Let the Liberian people get to see them. Until then, God bless you guys. It is my opinion, my right, and I'm entitled to it. And I represent the people who die innocently at the hands of these guys. Whatever way you decide to go, well, whoever you lost in the war, I will tell you this, that you don't get a damn about them. So don't talk about them. Because they die under an administration that Daniel Chia and Louis Brown supported. So don't talk about people dying in Liberia during the war. Because you're supporting those very people, Hobbit, by not telling Mr. Cummings the goddamn truth. That is where you and myself separate. All right? Until then, I see you guys. Opportunity to be here today and to share my thoughts with you guys. Thank you so much for joining me here. And we have a topic here, and I want you to take a look at the topic. The topic is out there for you to see. So please share the video as well. Let me see here. Let me start to share the video here. Let me start sharing mine from my end here. All right, let's see here. All right. Okay, guys, so good afternoon to every one of you guys there. This is J. Randy here, and you can gladly see Eric Darcy. How you doing, my brother? How you doing, my brother Eric? Let me share the video here now. So if you're just joining me, guys, please share the video. We have an hour to discuss this topic. So again, be prepared and come and join me here. Welcome to the Independent Supporters for a Better Liberia. That's who we are. So we are here to speak on national issue, and we are here to give you the facts, nothing to hide, because your vote in 2023 means a lot to you and the future of your children. The election in Liberia will not affect many of us outside of Liberia directly. However, it might affect us indirectly, but we have a choice to cave into the impact, or we have a choice to say, you know what, I don't give a damn. It's not me. I ain't got nothing to do with that. So that's a choice we have. But those who live in Liberia and don't have the means to leave that country, they're going to be stuck. Yeah, they're going to be stuck. They're going to be stuck. But you out here won't be stuck. Many of us won't be stuck. And that is why we are here to push the agenda for a better Liberia. A better Liberia means giving you the option, the opportunity to listen to what we have to say and take that information and make a good judgment call during the election. Because when you screw your own future up, you are the one going to suffer it. It's not a guy who's going to be in power. So we'd like to say good afternoon, good evening to you guys. So if you're just joining me here, please share the video. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. So let me see here. All right, so we'll just stop it right here, and because we don't want to like send video out to many people here, we have to be very, very careful now how we send video out to people, because many people are very sensitive. If they feel that you're not in their corner, don't waste your time sending them information as it relates to your podcast, because the position we find ourselves in today, we are non-biased. So Liberia is a very biased, and identity country when it comes to what we do, because personally we benefit from these things, and anyone who want to come in the middle of what others see as an opportunity, they tend to reject us. So nowadays we are very careful of sending our broadcast to people who are part of a different political party. But I would say here, don't give up. We are in the right direction. We are on path. We are in track. We are on course. Things will improve gently. And I believe from now to December, God willing, God's strength, we will be better off. By then, we will be very, very strong. So today, we were broadcasting as usual in Liberia. Today, we talk about the responsibility of the Senate, the role they play. And I believe a lot of people learn a lot from what we explain. And this is the direction that we want to take our teaching to the people of Liberia. Because if you live in the United States, you live in Europe, you live outside of Liberia where you found comfortable life, the election in Liberia will not be a concern that much to you, whether Mr. Weah wins or he lost. It will not be an impact to you because you don't live in that country. Whatever happened, you will not be directly impacted. You will not be affected. Only indirectly, meaning people who are your family member, friends that you care for, will continue to live the same life you're living. And they will be forced to call you for some financial assistance. Why it is true that opportunity present itself, there are other people that will say, you know what, I'm not going to help nobody. And I ain't give a damn for anybody. And that's why we are here to tell you. I would like to say to every one of you guys, I love my country, and I'm not going to cave into any political party that do not have love for my country. I see those people as people who just want to go in there and grab what they want, and then when their times is up, they come right back here and come sit down with you here and come and tell you all the stories that they will see as the truth, but now they're rejecting it because they know it is the truth and they don't want to hear the truth. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for taking your time out to join me here. And today, what I have here for you guys, you know, this morning on High FM, and I will continue to say that, including tomorrow, the problem we have with government officials in Liberia, it is not the executive branch responsibility at 100%. That means we should not hold the executive branch responsible for everything that is happening in our country. We should not blame the executive at 100%. If you are to blame the failure of whatever we have in place in our country, I would take 85%. I would take 85% of that blame, yes, and put it on the legislative branch of government. If a police institution or the police organization in Liberia is not functioning, I blame the Senate. If the RIA is dysfunctional, I blame the Senate. If the Ministry of Agriculture failed to keep rice in storage for people to buy, I blame the Senate. If someone who is very smart in the country and need help, because that smartness of that person will make Liberia great, but that person cannot get recognized, I blame the Senate as well. Why am I saying these things? I'm saying this thing because this platform is going to review, it's going to expose a lot of things that people are not teaching you guys on Facebook. But you see it working for you in a white man country, especially right here in America here. When you, when you receive any information that tell you that, oh, the government is going to start giving people 200, 300, 1,200 into their bank account from the IRS, do you know how that money is coming to you? It is not the U.S. or warehouse that giving you that money. It is the very people who represent you in the country here, from every state. They are fighting for you in Washington, D.C. And they are members of the Senate, right? Yes, they are members of the Senate. Somebody saying no sound here. Let's see here. Are you guys hearing me? Are you guys hearing me? I'm getting sound, LIB guy. What are you talking about? Are you guys hearing me? I'm getting sound. I'm getting sound, LIB guy. What are you talking about? Are you guys hearing me? I'm getting sound. I'm getting sound, LIB. But there's just something wrong with Facebook nowadays, so I don't know what the hell wrong with Facebook. But what I can say here to you guys is, I'm getting a little bit hot in here. So y'all bear with me 1 second. Let me try to turn something on here. All right, so I can still be talking while trying to set this thing up because it is very hot here. All right, so let me try to set this thing up, and I'm sure you can hear me. So those of you who already saw me and now I'm leaving, please bear with me. I'm trying to set this thing on so that I can have a better conversation with you guys. So as I was saying, the issue happening in the country, I take 15% and put the blame on the Senate in our country. Yes, 15% of the blame should go to the Senate. Yes, 15% of the blame should go to the Senate. And I'm coming to tell you guys why 15% of what happened in the country should be the blame of the Senate. This is a very strange conversation we're having, and it is difficult for many people to accept because as the topic dictates, you see, mainstream politics in Liberia is not only misleading, but it is very toxic and dangerous for the population of people. So take a look at the topic. Mainstream politics in Liberia. Those who are in the business of preaching mainstream politics. Their politics, the message in their politics is very dangerous. You find it among talk show hosts, you find it on those who represent a political party that push their agenda that I want you to understand as mainstream politics. It is not only misleading, but it is very toxic and it's very dangerous. And that is what we're going to discuss here today. All right? We're going to discuss the characteristic of those who are engaging into mainstream politics. They mislead you, they are very toxic, and they are very dangerous. And because of that, that is why over 175 years as an independent country, we haven't made that much progress. We are still behind. Now, with that in mind, let's look at some of the reasons. Today, we have different ministry and agency in the country, right? Why you think since 1847, we have had ministry upon ministry that existed in our country? Why is it today that when you look at the different counties, those ministry that we got in Liberia, they are not living up to the standards in our country? For example, let's start with the Ministry of Public Works. What is the function of the Ministry of Public Works? Well, to ensure that roads and are connecting the different part of the country, right? Yes. According to our geographic, we have a 42,000 square mile of the country, right? How come we are not connect each county to one another after all these years? We have the Ministry of Health, right? How come we are not seeing health care centers that are very efficient and effective across the 15 counties we have? Matter of fact, we had 9 counties. It started going up. It is now up to 15. How come we don't have a structured education system in our country since 1847? Part of the reason is due to mainstream politics that is misleading many Liberians and have misled many Liberians. And because it contains some toxicity that make it very dangerous, that is why we're not making any progress. Now, how do we face the problem? We have 3 branches of government in our country, right? Now, let's focus on the legislative branch. Few of you gotta listen to me here right now. Select your president of choice. Who do you want to see as president? Give me your choice. Well, while you contemplate on that, let me just give you an example here. A President Parker, President Cummings, or President Weir, whoever going to retain that seat, call you today and say, I want you to be the minister of X, Y, and Z. How do you get into that position? I want us to interact, because this is a new learning tools now that we prove that mainstream media is nothing but a deceptive and misleading people and party and other things. And you will get to know that you are, at the end of the show today, you will get to know whether you are following a teaching that will make you to gain informed information to make informed decisions. So let me ask you, whoever you support to be president, when that person nominates you to be maybe the Minister of Information, the Minister of Agriculture, what is the first thing that you have to do? Where will you be going and why? I'm waiting for comments here now. Where will you be going and why? We are having an intellectual discussion here. I'm going to tell you why the country is fucked up. That's what we're trying to have here. See, when you listen to real teaching, it becomes very difficult for many people to stay on, because it's very, very enlightening. So let's go. If anyone appoints you, or any government appoints you to be a minister or a director, where do you go in order to take that position? Where do you go? Well, as you contemplate on that and waiting for your answer, the first place you will be going is to the Senate, right? Yes. You will be going to the Senate for what? For confirmation. Why do you have to go to the Senate? Because it is called the three branches of government. But who are the senators? The senators represent every county in Liberia. And who are those that live in each county? The Liberian people. Can the Liberian people come and say, we want to question you, send the president appointed you as minister of XYZ? No. But who becomes the mouthpiece for each county that contains some X thousand of people? The senators and also the what? The representative. They are the one who will go through the confirmation of that person the president nominates, right? So the president going to take Mr. You're going to say, Mr. Y, yes. You're going to be the president. I mean, you're going to be the Minister of Agriculture. Yes. Get your portfolio ready and go down to the House of Representatives or the legislative branch. You're going to sit down like how I'm sitting down here, and you're going to go for a thorough examination, right? Those senators that are asking you this question, how do you call them? How do you call them? They are all members of the Senate, but they are on what? Different committee. Why do they put them on different committee? Because they have subject matter expertise and understanding of each area of focus in the government. Now, I want you to understand when I'm telling you that mainstream media, they are only there to fool you, to lie to you. So today in Liberia, we got mainstream politicians, we got mainstream talk show hosts, we got mainstream institution, and we got mainstream individual. They are not only misleading you because of their personal gain, they are very toxic and they are very dangerous to the democracy that you are fighting for. And we on here, as we call ourselves, independent supporter for a better Liberia, we are here to help you understand how to see a mainstream individual or a mainstream party that lie to you. And they are lying to you because they are not giving you the context, the format, the ABC order, the 1, 2, 3 order of how things should be done. Because they want to encapsulate your mind. They want to enslave your mind to their mindset. So they use the mainstream ideologies to confuse you, to make you to believe that what they are fighting for is actually in your interest. But when you look at how long we've been in existence and see the honor development at a very maximum and gigantic level of where we haven't reached, but other countries that got their independence as early as any country you can think about have reached, we have not done that because of the deception, the misleading information that mainstream politicians give to you. And that's why we are here to tell you today. So let's come back to this whole ABC stuff. Whether it is anybody listening to me here, the president of your choice win that election next year, and they call you and say, I want you to be the Minister of National Defense. I want you to be the city mayor. I want you to do this. Where do you go to actually get in a seat? Where do you go to sit for the interview? You're going to sit in the Senate, right? Yes. Who are those who are going to be asking you questions from the Senate based on the area or ministry or agency they send you to? They are called what? Committee members. Why do they call them committee members? Because they have area or expertise in every sector in the government that they feel they are qualified to sit and be able to x-ray and examine you. Think about when you were in school. You had your math teacher, you had your English teacher, you had your science teacher, right? Each teacher came with their own subject matter of expertise to educate you. In the house of the branches of government, we have the judiciary branch, we have the legislative branch, and we got the executive. So when you are nominated, you are sent to the Senate for confirmation hearing. Why go to the legislative branch? Because in the legislative branch, we have what? Representatives that represent each district across every county. Why do we have senator? Because every senator represents a county. Combine the two, they are elected by the people of Liberia. Because they come from different backgrounds, so they put them together as a team. And the team is called what? Committee members. Now, when you are the defense minister or you are the agriculture minister and they confirm you, that means they say, yes, you are best fit for this position. And you go out there and you start to honor perform. Who that honor performance will affect? Thank you, Brother Josh. Who that honor performance will affect? It will start to affect the very people that voted the representative into office for 6 years and that voted the senator for 9 years. It will start to affect them. And how do they bring attention? By voicing all their opinions. By disagreeing with the decision that gave that person that position. That is the first step of engagement from the voting population. That is why in democracy, it says democracy requires your participation. Yes, it requires your participation into the process of our democratic system of governance. Because your participation and your engagement will allow you to ask questions, will allow you to challenge decision, and will allow you to speak out against things that are wrong. So, in the case of the whole rest issue, who confirmed the agriculture minister? It's the Senate, right? They told the president that the person is good. Let them go ahead. Right? They said it. They said it. The person is good. So keep them. And the president say, well, you got a blessing from the Liberian people through their representative. Go out there and save the world. And when these very people start to underperform what the role of the media? The role of the media is to bring into question and into public discourse the poor performance report of that very minister or agency director, clearly defining their role and responsibility of that ministry by giving that information to the public. That is their civil duty. To say the Ministry of Agriculture is responsible to do X, Y, and Z. But since they got confirmed, they have been underperforming. And we in the fourth estate here want to let our fellow fourth estates, that is the general population, know that this minister, who the president sent to the Senate, and the Senate decided to give the person their blessing, this person is underperforming. So fellow Liberians, here we are with the situation. Because the Senate got the right to carry on open section where we got to see them. Because when they were getting confirmed, they had an open section. And you see it all the time. That sucker that got denied a few days because he wanted to be the airport director. And we saw it denied, yes. So if the Senate classifies someone to be the minister, and that person is not performing, the fourth estate, the media, should bring that person into the public space and begin to discuss the person's performance and what impact the person having, to evoke the senator then to say, you know what? We need to bring that person back here. We need to bring that person back to the chamber. Then they're supposed to call that person and say, Madam Minister of Agriculture, come here and come sit down here. Make sure you bring your bottle of water. If you don't have it, we'll provide you with it. And then where the performance evaluation starts. Why you want to start with the Senate? Because the Senate is the same group that confirmed that person. They could have said, no, Mr. President, the candidate is not correct. And the president will go right back and say, let me go look for somebody else again. When they say yes, the president say, you got to confidence on the people, go out there and do your job, and I have mine to do. The guy that just denied from the RIA, the president gone back now to go look for somebody else. And we all were happy. Yes, we got it. But when they clear somebody to go and do their job, instead of the mainstream media calling you, instead of the mainstream media calling you to say, you know why? That agriculture minister need to be called by the Senate because they passed that person. Let them take that responsibility. They're not going to tell you that. They're going to tell you, say, let's go to the executive branch. Let's blame the government. Eddie then did it to Samuel Kanyando. People try to do it to Ellen. But what lesson are we learning today? Why should we hold the Senate accountable? Well, let me first of all read something for you here quickly here, guys. Let's go do some digging. All right? Let's do some digging here. The reason why we should hold the Senate as the first responsible party within the three branches of government for what we are experiencing or we continue to experience, whether it's corruption in the system from the police or from public servants. Why we need to hold the Senate accountable, let's look at the Ministry of Agriculture as our example here, right? So let's go down here quickly here, folks. So I'm going to stand here. So what it says here, this is the Liberia description of the Ministry of Agriculture, right? As you can see here, MOA. Let's look at the highlighted area here. What it says here, the Ministry of Agriculture is responsible for implementing policies Tuesday here, 8:18. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening to you, good afternoon to you, wherever you are. Welcome to my platform. My name is Jay Randy, and it's always a pleasure to have you guys. They told the president that the person is good. Let them go ahead. Right? They said it. They said it. The person is good. So keep them. And the president say, well, you got a blessing from the Liberian people through their representative. Go out there and save the world. And when these very people start to underperform what the role of the media is to bring into question and into public discourse the poor performance report of that very minister or agency director, clearly defining their role and responsibility of that ministry by giving that information to the public. That is their civil duty. To say the Ministry of Agriculture is responsible to do X, Y, and Z. But since they got confirmed, they have been underperforming. And we in the fourth estate here want to let our fellow fourth estates, that is the general population, know that this minister, who the president sent to the Senate, and the Senate decided to give the person their blessing, this person is underperforming. So fellow Liberians, here we are with the situation. Because the Senate got the right to carry on open section where we got to see them. Because when they were getting confirmed,